Alright, so, today I'm going to be playing as a certain nation with a focus tree. I'm going to teach you how to survive as them. See, they fight Italy at the start, or near the start of the game. And you may be thinking, surely you're playing Ethiopia, right? They're the only one who has a focus tree, right? No, wrong. And I'm going to turn on Iron Man mode, just because I'm cool. Let's get started. Oh, also I did a game of this before without historical on, and that went about as well as expected. So let's get started. Woo! Yay! Okay, so we have a little bit to prepare, but we don't need that much time. This is all the preparation you need. You do this, but really it'll just be this province. You just have to hold here for a little bit so they don't immediately overrun you. You need them to lose some organization before they reach here. So, research-wise, what are we doing? Anything. Whatever you want, really. I would personally go for weapons, but that's not needed. And also, once you hit 150 political power, you are going to get that name. The red guy. So, silly little ARDUF. Seems nice. I'd vote for them. They have my vote. But you may be thinking, well, why don't you just keep this guy around? Well, for as useful as he is, like, as a leader, he kinda sucks when it comes to manpower. That's the one bonus of the good ol' the Reds. Grr. You can, there's a, what's it called? A spirit of the army that shows up only if you're communist. That gives you free manpower. It's pretty useful. We are going to take warrior traditions solely because we need them. The guys, the three guys that show up. Haha, if you want my land, screw you. What are you gonna do? Take it by force? Ha, you think so. Also, they might not attack this right away, but they will. Yeah. And if they start winning, hold out for a little bit, but you don't want your guys to lose too much org. You need these guys to build up some an entrenchment. That's what it's called. That's the word. No, we do not want your non-aggression pact. We do want military access, though. You will be canceling this as soon as you fight back, because you want some of this land for yourself. See, we have some of it cored. Like, specifically this one. Like, I think that's the only one we have cored. Not great, but you know. Turkey, how could you? That is entirely uncalled for. I mean, surely there's not a more threatening guy who just unmilitarized something. Never, no. But seriously, this is going well. Oh, and just build 2 forts here. They will never get built until you get industry, which comes eventually. So we're just going to be waiting here for a while. And as you can see, we can hold out, and if ever we don't hold out, we retreat here, here, or here. Presumably here or here. And we can always just come back. So, that's the benefit. Ooh, a mountain here. This complicates. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. And as you can see, they're attacking me, and they are not winning. If they do start winning, you can always last stand. Unless you run out of command power. In which case, you're screwed. Ooh, they're force attacking with mountaineers. Ooh. I'm scared. Okay, now we are, instead of getting every man a warrior, which gives you conscription, which is useful-ish, but there's only so much guys you can have. That being, if you had 100%, but the most is 20, you could maybe get 100,000. If you squeeze them for everything they have. But there's a better way. And that is strengthening the irregulars. Which is all of these guys. Every single one of them. Irregular. Why are they force attacking here? Well, just doing this to give them a bunch of strength damage and I'm just doing that so they can't attack me and they lose more strength. Also, I need XP in my units, which, pretty useful. And we hit 150, so we can get communism. The only reason we want that is for the manpower. And the guns, maybe, eventually, if they decide so. It's probably gonna be a no, though, I'm gonna be honest here. Okay, that was almost really dangerous. The reason that was dangerous is I pushed, and they immediately pushed down here, and they could have pinned me here and walked in here. Honestly, why aren't they micromanaging their divisions? Like, come on, get good, Italy. Like, come on. You're just bad. Well, also, I think I lost. No, I gained entrenchment. Bad. Okay, now we're gonna get the defense guy. Because obvious reasons. And then we're gonna take our finest for the defense on core territory. And as you can tell, this is core territory. And so is this. So, you know. Oh, also, these names are from a mod I made, and they they added new states in America. But that interferes with this for some reason. So, you're just gonna have to deal with it. No. So I need these guys to capitulate quickly, because I need them to not have keep the war going in exile. For, you know, obvious reasons. I don't want their land. Because I want Italy to take all of this, because I want it all. So some of the strategy requires Italy being good at the game, which is pretty impossible, let's be real here. And as you can tell, we are destroying them. They haven't even encircled us yet, so they're a bit behind. I do think once they take Addis, Ethiopia is dead. But, you know, I'll also make sure reinforcements are the highest priority. And as you can see, we're low on manpower, but that will change eventually. Okay, next up, we are utilizing our strengths. Well, what we're gonna do is, since we're going to cancel our military access through them. Solely because we need this land for ourselves. Are they just not sending guys here? Oh yeah, and if they have any open provinces, just take them, especially if they have supply hubs. Since, you know, if you ever get an industry, get a free supply hub. So now they can't overstack these regions. If they do start attacking and winning here, you retreat your guys, obviously. This does not take precedent over this, ever. And only do this if you're confident you can still hold the main area. This is, I believe, also a mountain. Yeah, they're both mountains, so we're gonna open up political discourse already, because we need that eventually. Okay, and we are going to rush modern infantry, but that might not be the best idea, it just depends on how you play the game. I personally like having more than 7 guys. Which, I mean, technically you get 8 guys if you really think about it for the Steel Lions. Okay, what's our defense look like? 300. Yeah, it's pretty good. They're not going to be able to push us for a while. And sometimes they do. And if they do, retreat to Aussa. That's the strategy. I don't like the look of this guy and this guy with full organization. Aha! That is good. That is a really good thing. But also a really bad thing, because, you know, we don't want that. We want more recruitable population. I don't think you want a partisan from us. I think they did a sustained attack for long enough, we would eventually die, but they don't do that, because the AI is stupid. I mean, so am I, but, you know, at least I'm less stupid. It should take you about 20 minutes if you're going fast. If you're going slow, it should take 30. But once you get here, you have a pretty good position. So you're going to want to fix that as soon as possible. You're going to promote your top guy, which is, in this case, Brigadier Libna Ibn Hafade. I don't know why it unselects the division when you do that. Anyways, once he's here, actually you might get 2 guys, just so we get a field marshal. So now that we have a field marshal, who's actually worse than the main general, the only reason we're doing this is so we get defensive doctrine, eventually organization first. And since this is really bad for us, we might need to press a few buttons to stay alive, but so far we haven't needed that, so I think we're good. Oh, now that we are communist, we need to get the spirit of the army, ideological loyalty. 500 weekly manpower. That's why we didn't get a doctrine. Okay, and once you get the modern infantry, what you're going to want to do is obviously assign them to the army, right? But immediately take the Revolutionary Democratic Union of Afar focus, or the Sultanate of Aussa focus, depending on when you take it, but it should be this by this point. But if you haven't got communists yet, it would be called the Sultanate. This gives us war support, which doesn't really do much, but, you know. Then we're finally gaining population, which is lovely. I do recommend taking this if it's open, which might not be for you, which is why I didn't recommend taking it ever. And I guess if you get really lucky, you can take this guy, but that might spread you a bit too thin. Also, you do want the more guys over here. We just need to wait 5 more weeks and we're good. No, manpower. No, really? Oh, there we go. Ask to join faction. Yep. Okay, I'm just gonna set you on cautious so you don't do that, but... See, I don't know whether I should call them in, right? I don't know if any of these territories would go to Ethiopia. Because they are in our faction, but we are pushing them back. Dangerous invasion and enemy air superiority. Now, if I called them in, I would get air superiority. But also, do I care? Okay, so they did join the war eventually, but that's fine. And now we're liberating Ethiopia. Okay. Onto them. God damn it. Okay. We're gonna get war score for doing literally nothing. It should be my territory. I didn't ask for them to stay alive. Oh wow, oh, you took all the war score. Who killed all of them again? Who's been holding out here all this time? We're gonna need that soon, because someone took our stuff. Yeah. We are going on aggressive attack, even though we have like negative 4,000 manpower. You know, it's kind of like they didn't plan on anyone playing as Aussa. The secret country, they didn't want you playing in Hearts of Iron 4. I'd love to help you guys there, but I've got other plans. Mr. Matex, could you please give me military? No. I am your bestie. What do you mean unfair share? I've done 30%, you've done 50%. Yeah! We did it! We actually gained something. That's crazy. We have a name on the map, guys. 14 days. 13 actually, guys. Oh, my bad. So you 3 assigned to a special order, whose goal is that, but we'll get to that in a little bit. You know, we're holding them, no thanks to the Greeks. Yeah. God bless. God bless the Soviet Union. Yeehaw. Convoys is the issue. Yay, research slot. Okay, you guys, actually, scratch your previous ideas. You're going here. Well, I'm gonna leave that off here. We got the landing in Italy, and we have secured a little bit. That should teach you somewhat how to play the game, I guess, if you're... Yeah. You still haven't figured this bad boy out. You might have. Well, yeah. Let's check out what's happening over here. Yeah, that's what's happening. So we're here. Great. That's historical. Yeah, that's it for today. If you want to see more of this stuff, subscribe, or if you don't, yeah. Yeah. Okay, bye.